students and graduates, but we only use oils in that nurse station. So it's beautiful because when the students have a tummy ache or a headache, or they were playing and they fell, they come to the nurse station and already they know what oils they can use. So it's beautiful because everything here, of course natural, but everything is Young Living. So our students are also learning how to take care of their health in a natural way and with the oil. So that is something very important and very beautiful. But well, I wanted to share with you that Young Living Academy, of course, shares the value of Young Living Foundation. So we care about people and we care about the planet. And with that, we care about the environment and we have this sustainable vision. So first, the students learn about sustainability. They learn about the importance of nature, how to, as you saw in some of the stations, how to work the soil and how to grow their own food, but also how can they give more nutrients to the soil. So they create these projects, they do research, and it's beautiful how they apply these to other schools, as I was saying. So they're planting native flora. All the green areas in the academy are native flora from Ecuador. So that is very important that we also teach our students and other visitors that learn about why planting native and how it's very important for the pollinators, the bees, and how it's very important for the other plants also, how they interact with each other. So the students learn that and we also share. We have campaigns about how to save energy, the footprint, the carbon footprint. So our students are learning all about this. But we're focusing now also in how to be sustainable in the academy. So we do reforestation, but we have inaugurated very exciting and beautiful projects, and you will get the chance to go and visit them. So as Mary shared, we were able to purchase the land next door where we have lots of cacao or cocoa trees. So what we're doing is that the farm is managing the trees. They are managing the cocoa and making it organic. So they are selling, and all the profits we divided, they give it half for the foundation. So we're having profits and incomes for the academy through that new land. But also, thanks to a battle of the bros of the convention in 23, where Jacob and Joseph, they battle to see who raises more funds. And the goal was to raise for 1 year of meals in the academy. So they reached that goal, but they surpassed it. So with those funds, we established our new project that is the YLA barn. So in this barn, we call it barn, but it's a mini farm that we have in that land, and you will be able to go and visit in the free time. We have 400 hens that lay eggs, of course, happy hens and everything organic. We have organic chickens, and we have what we call an edible forest. So we have fruit trees that are already giving their products to us. So what we do is we use those products in our kitchen for the beautiful meals that we have for the students, and we have more production than YLA needs. So with that, we sell to the public, and we now are having profits that benefits the academy. So we are covering the food budget for YLA, but also we are having earnings or profits that bless the Young Living Academy, and that's how we become more sustainable also. So at the end, we don't only have to rely on donations, but we can only be self-sustainable. So we, step by step, are doing that with these different projects, and it's a very nice farm that also the students, they use it as a living lab. So they use it for creating their own projects, they learn about these practices, but they also learn in their business management classes when they are in high school. So now they are giving us more ideas of how can we make it a better business even. So it's beautiful because they learn, but also when we have visitors and when you go there, our students will be waiting for you to share about how is the care for the chickens or how many eggs we have. That I give you that number. We have 300 eggs a day from that coop. So it's a beautiful project and you have no idea how delicious that fruits are. In our supermarkets, you cannot find much organic, and I haven't till now find organic bananas, for example. We have it here and they are so much sweeter than the rest of the bananas. So with that, we are teaching them, and also the families. We have a visit from a foundation where they live in a community very far away from here. But these adults were learning from our students how can they also benefit from having a hen with laying eggs, or how can they plant a garden for peppers or for these trees for fruit, so that they can also be self-sustainable. So that vision we're also applying, and the idea is that we can grow this farm bigger so we can have more profits that benefits the academy. And lastly, we inaugurated 2 years ago our solar panels. So in the roof of this Coliseum, you can see it from the Innovation Plaza, we have solar panels that covers 90% of the energy that the Academy uses. So that it's also a great benefit on our budget, but also we have campaigns for using the energy. We have times, so the students know at what times they can turn on the AC in some areas, or the fans. And so they are beautiful because the energy consumption is also getting down. But on the weekends, that we, of course in Ecuador you see lots of sun every day, we produce lots of energy during the weekends that we don't use. So we sell that energy to the, the national enterprise from Ecuador. So that's another income maker for us. And with that, I wanted to invite you, when you have your free time, and we are doing also the service time with some of you, you can go and visit the YLA barn, and you will have students who are going to teach you how we do to not use antibiotic or any shots on the chickens, and how we do to take care of their health, but with no chemicals and everything with the values of young living. So again, thank you for being here. It is amazing that every year we have new things to share with you. So I encourage that when you have the time, you join a service trip. We are creating family service trips and other spots or activities for you to come to the Academy. And if you sponsor, you will get invited to, if they're in pre-K, you will get invited to 3 graduations. We celebrate the graduation when they are about to start first grade. That's the first kindergarten graduation. That is very special. The second one is when they're about to go to 7th grade, so when they finish 6th grade. And the third and the last one is when they graduate from high school. So it is beautiful, and I want to share a little bit about the graduates, because there are results of what we do. All the time and effort that we have with the students is reflected on the graduates. So we have, this year we celebrated our 10th graduation in the Academy with 195 graduates, and from those 195 graduates, we have 136 in universities. So that is an impressive number, Thank you. And we were able to achieve that because we discovered that the families in this area or in this community, they were used to that. They were eager or very excited when they were about to graduate from high school because they could start working and have an income and help at home. So we had to work with them to be a little more patient or to continue supporting so they can continue studying and getting prepared, but the benefits will be a lot greater if they support that. So for example, we had families that didn't want the girls or the ladies who graduated to go to university because that meant that they will come later back home. So they didn't want that or they didn't trust for that. So we started an orientation program since 9th grade with the students, but also we brought the families together so they can learn why or how they can benefit about supporting them going to universities. So they start the orientation program, they start knowing their skills or what type of careers they have the options here in Ecuador, and if they can have a spot in a public university, the good ones, if not, if they can have a scholarship in a private university. And with that, we have a program that is the Leadership Fund, where all the brand partners can join and donate, and we give scholarships to graduates for university up to 85% of the cost of the career. So it gives them the chance, and that's why we have these success numbers of our graduates going to university, and this was also Gary's vision. But we had to work for it, because in this community, in this region of Guayas, only 40% of the children graduate from high school. And from that number, only 10% go to universities. So our numbers are very successful, and we see that our effort in the academy gets great results because now the graduates are professional. Once a year, before they graduate, we do talk with the seniors, and they share their story in YLA. And they tell us what they like most and what they're grateful for, but also they share their plans for the future, and they always share how they will give back to their community. So we have, for example, Ivani, that is one of our graduates. She had a very hard experience with her father. He was in a car accident. He was a driver for a company, but it wasn't his fault. But because he didn't have the resources, he was the one who got to jail. So when she was growing up here, she only wanted to become a lawyer. So we supported her. Now she's a lawyer, and she's in a private firm. How you say? That's how you say it. Yeah. She's in a private firm, but also she opened a desk or an office here in the community for free, for helping people as her dad and also as her family who could not afford a lawyer, but they needed. So those kinds of stories are the ones who make us continue growing and improving, and also why we are so dreaming about giving these opportunities to other students who cannot come to the academy because we don't have more classrooms. And that's why we're very excited. So what we're having next, but I'm not saying yet, but our plan was always to grow. Our plan was always to give more opportunities, and from 368 students that we have now, that we can have up to 620. So that's That's our mission, and thank you for joining, and thank you for contributing, and thank you for being sponsors. Thank you.
Free range. Organic chicken. Organic
Vamos a ver
chicken.
el puerto.
Free range.
Por aquí. Allá.
Cảm ơn mày xịt ngon lắm. Cảm ơn xịt ngon.
Grande cacao. Sacando la corteza. Este es cacao. Ahí está.
Originally like this.
Es chocolate. Este cacao es verde, seco.